Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena and I like to talk about all things GAPS. I like to call myself your holistic guide, GAPS guru. I love talking about food and emotions and just how to create a healthy home and lifestyle. Today I'm going to be answering the question of is healing possible? Now, I want to go back and give a little bit of background on my life and where I came to that conclusion that I do believe that healing is possible with my body physically, and share a little bit of how I came to the place where I am now. But then I just want to encourage you with a mentality shift and give you one really good application if you are looking on trying to change your mindset on healing and believe that healing really can be possible for you. I'll give a tip at the end. So let's jump in. So a little bit about my background. I am a Christian and I kind of grew up in a culture where we believed that God was powerful and capable of healing someone supernaturally. And even more so as I got into college, I was around a lot of people who believed very strongly that God is totally capable and ready to heal your body physically right now. And I still do believe that. I still do believe that God does heal people's bodies supernaturally. I believe he is definitely powerful enough to do that. When I got 3 concussions in college, I had some pretty debilitating symptoms of just chronic dizziness, headaches, a lot of anxiety that kind of came out of that. And it really kind of had me confronting this question of, is healing still possible? Does God really heal? All that kind of stuff. And so I concluded at the time that even though I wasn't experiencing it, that I actually do believe that he does heal. And so when I wasn't getting healed through prayer or other means, I found myself with this belief that I know healing is still possible, but I'm not seeing it in my body. And it kind of started this journey of really researching, are there ways where I could be powerful over my own body physically and find that healing? Like, is it out there for me to find? And I know a lot of people have been kind of searching for these answers or praying it for years and years and years, and they feel like at the end of it that healing is not possible, and it's just felt like a defeating journey. And to that I would just say I definitely understand and I empathize a lot with you, because I've been there at times feeling like it's just hopeless and healing is not possible for me. Maybe it's possible for them, but not for me. And I just want to share right now that if you're watching and you're kind of questioning or wrestling with this possibility, is it possible to heal your body? I just want to encourage you that I've been there, and my conclusion is that it is still possible. And so, like I said, when I didn't receive this miraculous healing, I did question a lot of this, and I did still have this belief deep down that I knew healing was possible. Whether it happened supernaturally or naturally, I knew that I wasn't going to be sick forever. And not everybody kind of has that belief, but I felt like I was so sure of this that it really led me down rabbit trail after rabbit trail of seeking answers, knowing that there has to be a way. And that really did serve me in the end, because I ended up finding ways that were so countercultural and so different and unique. At the time, I would not have searched down those avenues if I hadn't been driven or felt like I really needed to go after this. But what I found, and through all my research, is that pretty much every single issue that's out there, and this is often for some people maybe not enough to convince you, but for every single issue I have found testimony after testimony after testimony of people who have healed. I had to really face this fact. Yes, I was right, healing is possible, but it does take some work and it does take some research. This is what I'm all about on this channel, is giving you some of those things that I've learned as I walk alongside you and you're learning and you're doing your own research for yourself. I love to help people in that process. But what I found is that there really is, every issue I researched, everything that I felt like I was struggling with in my body, I found that there were answers out there. But I realized that I really needed to believe that there were answers in order for me to access that. Like, it wasn't enough for me to just do a Google search and figure it out, because sometimes you'd be on like the 10th page of Google and you might just find this one Facebook page that will lead you to this one thing that has all the answers. It's not always that the information is readily available, and it's not always conventional, and especially when it comes to what you eat and how that can impact your lifestyle and illness. There is a lot of misinformation out there, and people get misguided all the time because our culture has an idea of what healthy is, and I believe from what I found that what what really works is so countercultural, and that's why it is not so common out there. I remember the first time that I heard of somebody being healed of cancer through coffee enemas. I just thought that is the weirdest thing in the world. But there was something in me that was like, that feels right, because I know that even though this world is so broken and there's sickness and there's illness, I know that God has provided a way out of it. I know that we as powerful human beings have amazing capabilities and our bodies are wired and created for healing. I know that our world was not just broken without any solutions. And so I would just go and I'd read through these forums and just be inspired by people's testimonies of healing autism and healing IBS and healing Crohn's disease and cancer and all these different things. I felt like I was getting inspired, and I just want to inspire you. So my biggest tip for you is, if you're struggling with this question of is healing possible, is to start to do your research, but look for the testimonies. Look for the testimonies in the area where people have been healed of the things that you're struggling with right now, because those testimonies can be prophetic over your life, and hearing them and getting them into your mind can actually help to change your perspective if you're struggling with believing healing's possible, into this place where you're open and hungry to learn. And hearing those testimonies can really encourage you while you're in the detox process and the healing process, that sometimes, like I've said in other videos, it can get worse before it gets better. I have leaned so heavily on testimonies, and so that would be my best tip for you, is if you really are struggling believing this whole natural medicine functional world where people are just healing these chronic diseases and stubborn symptoms, go and find the testimonies that are going to inspire you. Let that just soak over you, and just saying to yourself, like, it's possible for me too. It's possible for me. Let those testimonies be your self-talk. And I just encourage you, open up your mind. There is a whole world out there of healing and people who are doing this for all sorts of things. You are not alone here. But if you are questioning or doubting that and you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And like always, I make new videos like this every week, so like and subscribe if you want more. It's my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks so much for watching.